Hi guys, just want to do a little bed rant. Again, I almost wish part of this topic didn't have to be said, but it does. But it's along with a good thing that I like to say. Um, the negative thing is I have to update how I feel about the Matterhater, and get that over with, I guess. The good part is I just made a great breakthrough in my shredding ability today. But the two are kind of connected. So there's a saying, and I think it's in AA: "Don't leave 5 minutes before the miracle." Well, I just woke up my shredding ability today. Is my feeling, is what I believe. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit. First of all, the moderator left the building, or left 5 minutes before the miracle, because the whole time he was actually working with me, I hadn't achieved it. But yet now, a few weeks after, maybe it's only been a week or two, I don't know, 2 weeks, whatever, he leaves, I now can shred with really well. And but if he hadn't left, I might not have reached this breakthrough. And if my wife were not gone, I might not have reached this breakthrough. So there's those two things too. And the funny thing is about reaching this level in my shredding is, for about 3 hours, I considered quitting guitar. I had to consider it, at least, because if I've reached the level I want to reach, then why continue to play? Ironically, that wasn't because of the haters. No matter how hard they try to make me quit, the thing that made me think about quitting for a few hours wasn't their hate. That just causes me a little distress and makes me mad, for the most part. But it was my mastery of my art, or at least my shredding part of my art. Almost made me think, well, maybe it's time to do. But I decided not to quit, because first of all, let me quote a few things. There's a line in Heaven and Hell with Ozzy, with Black Sabbath, with Ronnie James Dio on vocals. It says, "The ending is just a beginning." Everybody reaches a point where they've mastered something. It doesn't mean they have to quit that thing. Sometimes ending it in some way actually just starts it on another level, or in a different way. And also, the second reason I didn't quit is for you guys, the fans. My fans. I don't want to let you guys down. You guys deserve to hear this. So it's for you guys, and because I realized that even if it's the ending of part, there's always a new beginning, and the ending is just a beginning of just when you think you might end something, you're actually just starting on a new beginning. And I decided not to give up guitar. And I always was afraid. I always looked forward and hoped for this moment, but I was always actually afraid I would quit. But it turns out I didn't. But I thought about it for 3 or 4 hours ever since I had the breakthrough. Maybe since I did those shorts just now, a few hours ago. I considered, well, what if I just quit? But for the fans, at least that part alone, I don't want to quit. I want to do it for you guys, even if I don't have the excitement of the struggle I've had for the last 40 or so years anymore. You guys deserve to hear what I can do, and for the art's sake, I will continue, not because of anything like lacking in my quest, really. But having said that, there's lots of stuff to do. There's lots of songs to do, and there's all kinds of things I can still work on. But the major gist of my quest to be a shredder was completed today with the alternate picking thing. I was told by one of my adopted family 30 years ago, just master it, referring to alternate picking, and I finally did after 30 years. But I'm not going to quit. I'm going to stay playing guitar. I owe it to the art, and I owe it to you guys, my fans. So that's a good thing, So thanks for helping me with that decision. That's cool. And as far as the moderator goes, I don't trust him. He touted for more for years, really, months, adding into years about me getting money. He always said it like that, getting you money. I got maybe a couple $100 out of the whole deal of being with him. I got $200-300 out of everything I ever got from him. If you take, I mean, sure, he gave me some equipment, but that's not money. That's things that are worth money, but that's not money. If you take all the bills he helped me pay and all the times he slapped me money, you're talking 200, 230, 250, pushing it. For the whole 4 years I knew him. Holy crap! And he's always talking about getting me money. The only money he's ever gotten anyone, I have a feeling, is himself. So screw you, Matterhater. Problem with that? Well, then call me. If otherwise, screw you, like I just said. So I don't think he ever was going to give me money. If he was going to, he failed at it, which still means he didn't give me money. And that's still a false, whether it was deliberately false, which is likely, or just not his fault, but false. Either way, it was false. And I didn't get money from him. He slapped the only money I made during the whole Matterhater episode was maybe, I think he slapped me $20 one time, and he might have slapped me a couple dollars another time. I don't know, $50 minus for the whole Matterhater deal, the whole year he worked on that pedal, and he always said, we had this auction that totally fucking tanked. But yet he said if it did, he had backup buyers, his friends, that were going to buy it either way, so I'd still get money. But first of all, when the auction tanked, he never sold it to his friends and gave me the money. He said, "Well, we need to keep that for future money," which I never got. If there's any money being made, it goes directly and only and solely to the Matterhater. Fuck you, Matterhater. Excuse my language. Sure, do it. Do your thing, but don't fucking lie to me about it. Don't string me along like I'm part of your, like I'm part of your, beneficiaries. It was not so. In fact, Biz and my haters and Pudge gave me as much as the Matterhater did. Full out. The Pudge and Biz each, I believe, if my memory is right, each gave me as much as the Matterhater did. I got a third of the money from the Matterhater, a third of the money from Pudge, and a third of the money from Biz that I ever made that was not just directly from YouTube. And so Matterhaters, so that means I got twice as much from my haters than I did from the Matterhater, hater, whatever. Okay, I get it. The joke's on me. Well, you left 5 minutes before the miracle, Matterhater, because now I can actually shred. Now I'm ready for the world stage if it comes. And you're not here to enjoy that. You can have all those other songs. What were they called? War... Wild, 2 W words there. I think I did Black Boy Blues, I did Ituku, I did I'm the Crime, I did Kissing Death, and we did Crash and Burn. That's like 7 songs. I was just cutting my teeth, dude. I can blow those songs away now, and you're not going to be in on it because if I get money, it's going to be from me, not from you. Anyway, I love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll.